In history, there are murders where not only the killer was never found, but even after decades and centuries, there is no explanation for them. Victims who were buried in silence, cases that remained without results, and signs that still challenge the mind. Are these murders part of grand conspiracies, or were unknown forces involved? Let's examine the dark secrets of history. Imagine the year 1793, and the magnificent palaces of Paris are no longer in the hands of the nobility. The French Revolution has shattered the throne and brought the king and queen to the guillotine. But in the meantime, an 8-year-old boy, the Crown Prince of France, is still alive, but he disappears forever. Louis Charles, the rightful heir to the French throne, was imprisoned after the death of his parents. Some say he died of illness in prison at the age of 10. But one question remains: if he is dead, why does his medical report not match the facts? Theories about his fate, replaced with another child. Some documents indicate that his body was never properly identified by the authorities. The fugitive who never returned. Some French nobles believed that he had been secretly rescued by supporters of the monarchy. The Crown Prince, who lived in secret. Over the following years, more than 100 people claimed to be Louis Charles. In the winter of 1959, a group of experienced climbers set off on a dangerous adventure into the Ural Mountains. The group consisted of 9 young, energetic, and well-trained climbers, but no one saw them alive. When the bodies were found, when searchers arrived at the scene weeks later, they were met with a nightmarish scene. The tents were torn from the inside, as if they had jumped out in terror. Some of the climbers were frozen in the snow, without proper clothing, or even shoes. There were severe internal fractures on their bodies, but no external wounds on their skin. Theories about the cause of the accident: Yeti attack. Some believe they encountered a giant creature. Secret Soviet military experiments. Traces of radioactive radiation on their clothes support this theory. Extraterrestrial phenomena. Some evidence suggests that luminous flying objects were seen in the sky in the area a few hours before the incident. Los Angeles in 1947, a young woman, Elizabeth Short, who had dreams of Hollywood, was brutally murdered. But what's even scarier is that the killer had cut her body in half from the waist down, like a strange work of art. Theories about the murder: a serial killer who wanted to show off his art. A mafia settlement. Illegal medical experiments behind the scenes of Hollywood cinema. In 1968, an unknown man who called himself Zodiac began committing serial murders. But here's the strange thing: after each murder, he would send coded letters to the police and newspapers, mocking the police. Theories about the killer: a criminal genius. Zodiac's letters were very complex and coded, ritualistic and cult-like murders. Some believe he was a member of a secret cult. Is he still alive? Some believe that Zodiac was never caught and is still at large. Amelia Earhart, the first woman to fly around the world, mysteriously disappeared in 1937. Her last radio signals indicated she had run into trouble in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, but her plane was never found. Theories about her disappearance: crashed into the sea and eaten by sharks. Kidnapped by the Japanese military, found refuge on an uncharted island, and survived. History is filled with stories of those who vanished without a trace, leaving behind mysteries that may never be solved. Even today, experts and investigators continue to search for answers, but many of these cases remain shrouded in speculation and unanswered questions. Were they victims of foul play? Did they escape into the unknown? Or were they simply lost to time? What do you think happened? Let us know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more historical mysteries, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to be the first to see our latest videos, make sure to turn on the notification bell. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries of the past.